How would you like to learn how to flip cars consistently and make huge profits? So here's what you will learn in this presentation. A simple 3-step process on how you can flip cars successfully and how you can put this to work right now. How car dealers can take advantage of you. And the biggest mistake people make when buying a car. So why is this important to you? A car is the second biggest investment you will make in your life. Why lose money on it year after year? Most people go through their whole life unknowingly getting taken advantage of by car dealers, and it's not their fault. Car dealers will go to any extent to try to take advantage of you and sell you a car you cannot afford by using manipulative sales tactics to get you to buy when you shouldn't. Imagine never worrying about making your car payment again. Instead, you'll be looking forward to how much cash you're going to make on your next flip. We truly believe that flipping cars is one of the best skills you can have to stay ahead of the game financially. It doesn't matter where you are in the world, anyone can do it. Flipping cars also has an amazing return on your time invested, usually around $500 an hour. Now that being said, I know that seems like a big number, but let me put it into context real quick. Let's say that you buy a car and you buy it for $2,000 or wherever, and you buy it for $4,000 and you sell it and make a $2,000 profit. It's not uncommon to spend about 4 to 6 hours of actual work flipping the car, so your time invested equals out to about $500 an hour. So it really does have an amazing return on your time invested. Flipping cars has given me the cash at a young age, which has given me the opportunity to travel the world and financial freedom. So there's a picture of me at the Grand Canyon. Here's a picture of my friend and I in Italy. We went there for about 4 or 5 days and then we went over to Venice. There's a picture of my cousin and I. We did a 45 trip through Thailand. Here's a photo of my friend and I again in Thailand. That was a great trip. And there's a photo of me in the south of France. And traveling is just something I personally really like to do. And I strictly travel with money that I make from flipping cars. It really doesn't matter what you spend the money on. This is just something I like to do, whether you just need some extra cash to have around, or you want to save a little extra money, or you just want to keep on reinvesting the money that you make from flipping cars. Hi, so you're probably wondering, who is this guy? Well, hi, my name is Hunter Horn, and I consistently flip cars, make thousands of dollars every month doing so, and I have been involved in flipping cars since I was 15. I was introduced to flipping cars by my father, who had been doing it for years, so naturally I learned at a very young age. The first car I ever flipped was a 2003 Mazda MPV. I had the car for sale and somebody contacted me saying they were looking to trade a 1998 Dodge pickup truck. The only reason they wanted to do the trade was because they did not know how to drive a manual. I didn't know how to drive a manual either, but I sure learned fast. I knew the deal was right, so I made the trade, and a week later I traded the Dodge for a Chrysler Sebring and sold that for $2,000. That's $1,500 profit. I'll never forget the feeling I had when I sold that car. There was no feeling like it. I knew it was possible to make real money flipping cars and not have to lose money every time I bought a car. The second you buy a new car off the lot, it instantly loses 20% of its value. And I wanted nothing to do with that. So, now I'm going to show you guys a few of the cars that we have flipped in the past, just to give you guys a few examples. So, here's a 2014 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited. We bought this Jeep Wrangler for $19,000 and quickly sold it for $26,500, made $7,500 profit. My first flip, here it is again, 2003 Mazda MPV. Where it all started, I bought this Mazda for $500, gave it a quick clean, traded it up for 2 more vehicles, later sold it for $2,000, $1,500 profit. A 2013 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sahara. We bought this from Canada for $18,000 and then imported it and sold it in Arizona for $24,000, made $6,000 profit. As you can see, we like our Jeeps. A 2018 Dodge Demon. We bought this Demon in Canada for a great price of $90,000 retail and imported it into America and later sold it at auction for $142,000, made $50,000 profit minus the auction fees. So we bought this car retail because we knew they were only making it 1 year and we knew it was going to be a car that was in demand. So we bought it retail and we sat on it for a little while and later sold it at auction for $50,000. And I mentioned this already, but we imported it into America from Canada. And a 2006 Newell RV, one of our best flips to date. We bought this 2006 Newell for a great deal of $160,000 from a family friend. Then after some minor repairs and reconditioning of $6,000, we sold it for $280,000, made $114,000 profit. That was a pretty good one. And you can do it too. Flipping cars successfully comes down to a simple 3-step process. Step 1. You must find the right deal and buy at the lowest price. Step 2. You have to know how to properly recondition and detail the car and know how to do it cheap. And step 3. You have to know how to sell it fast and at the highest price. So step 1 is about evaluating and buying. Making the right purchase is by far the most important step in the whole process. Buying right will make or break your profit. And the key to buying right is doing your homework and knowing the market. So let's dive into that just a little bit more. It is by far the most important step, and to really get good deals, you have to really analyze prices and do the market research necessary so you know you're not paying too much for a car. So this is really the most important step, and if you buy right, the rest of flipping cars is really easy. So there it is, there's the transaction right there. And step 2 is reconditioning and detailing the car. Detailing a car right adds huge value, and it's the least you can do to add the most value to the car. And nobody wants to get into a dirty car. Whether you do it yourself or pay to get it done, this is a step you cannot miss when flipping cars. Don't ever show a car that's dirty. Make sure it's always clean and shined up. This is something that's extremely important. And when you're reconditioning and fixing a car, whether it be just redoing the paint or just doing some mechanical issues, you have to make sure you do it cheap. And there's you detailing the car. And step 3 is all about selling. So in order to get a good price for your car, you have to make a great descriptive ad with great pictures posted on the right sites. Whenever you're showing a car, you have to make sure that it is spotless. And you always have to stay consistent with your ad. That means never missing phone calls, getting back to people quickly, because I've had a few situations, and I had to learn the hard way, where I missed a call and I didn't get back to a person soon enough and they went and bought another car. So what you have to do is you always have to be on it and staying consistent. And there's your car for sale. Hopefully it's a bit cleaner than that one. And then you profit and you do it all over again. So here are the 2 top categories of people that I work with. People who have no knowledge at all about flipping cars but are eager to learn. People who have some experience flipping cars and are looking to take their skills to the next level. Now, when it comes to buying and selling cars, people fall in one of these 2 categories. The grinders, people who unknowingly get taken advantage of when buying cars and always lose money on their car. And the investors, people who are absolutely crushing it. They know how the auto industry works and how to use it to their own advantage, making more and more money flipping cars. The only difference between these 2 is that the investors understand the 3-step process I mentioned earlier. Then it suddenly occurred to me that 98% of people were making huge investments in their cars and always losing money. So that's why I created the You Flip Cars program. It took me years of experience of buying and selling cars to create this program. Flipping cars can be a complete minefield if you don't know what you're doing. If you make the wrong purchase, you can lose thousands of dollars. This program is like getting the key to the Fast Track program on how to make money flipping cars. What has taken me years of experience to learn how to do consistently, I am now going to share with you so you can put these skills to work in no time at all. While you will learn how to make money flipping cars, you will also learn valuable negotiation tactics, how to evaluate deals, street smarts, and how to avoid getting scammed. Now, if all this program did was make sure that you almost never lose money on a car again, wouldn't it be worth the small investment? So, who is this program for? Anyone who will put in the work and is ready to start making money with cars. People who have no experience at all but are eager to learn. And people who are already flipping cars and are looking to take their skills to the next level. Who is this program not for? Anyone who is looking to get rich quick with something easy. So flipping cars is not something where you're just going to become a millionaire overnight. And it does take some work and it does take some perseverance, so you really got to be willing to put in the work. And if you're not willing to do that, then this is not for you. Anyone looking to get rich quick with something easy. And people who are not willing to put in the work and to learn every step that it takes to flip cars. So, like I said, this is not something where you're going to get rich quick, and it's not something that's easy and just happens. You have to be willing to put in the work to get it done. If you're looking to break the law and rip people off when flipping cars, so if you fall in any of these categories, this program is really not for you. So the better the fit, the better the result. Now, flipping cars is a skill you can have for life. Now, let's just say you flip cars for a year at an average profit of $2,500. That's a total of $12,500 extra a year. Now, let's put things into perspective real quickly here. Let's say you flip 5 cars a year at an average profit of $2,500. In some cases, you're going to make more than that. In some cases, you're going to make less than that. I just wanted to put $2,500 as a conservative estimate. Now, that's a total of an extra $12,500 you could be making a year. And like I said, flipping cars is a skill you can have for life. So, let's say you flip 5 cars a year at an average of $2,500 profit. That's a total of $12,500, right? So, let's say you do that for 7 years straight. And like I said, these are pretty conservative estimates. $2,500 is a pretty conservative estimate. And like I said, you might make more and you might make less on some cars. But if you did do it for 7 years, you would profit an extra $87,500. So, I don't know about you, that sounds pretty good. So if you're interested in working with me further, fill out the application to schedule a completely free strategy session. And all you guys have to do to fill out the strategy session is go to the next step in this video, choose a time, and then you'll be taken to a page where you will fill out the survey, and you will be hearing from me shortly. I am looking forward to getting you guys flipping cars, and I'll see you guys on the call.